if this works. All right, it says we got an excellent connection. Looks like we on? Am I on in the right place? So I've tried this a few times. I shared the link earlier from YouTube. I've gone live, and it wasn't connected to the link I set up earlier. Okay, looks like this is it. So we're finally live in all the places. So using StreamYard or Streamlabs here today, trying to figure out another way to go live. All right, welcome everyone. So today I want to talk to the real estate investors. So I want to talk about what you need to know about probate to be what we're calling a probate ninja. So when I spoke at Pace's group, he did a mastermind. So I talked to his people about talked about probate. I told them how they can get to know probate attorneys and build a relationship with probate attorneys. And the way it starts by bringing them a client is the best way. So that's a guaranteed way to get into a probate attorney's office or get in front of them, is by bringing them a client. So, all right, let me go ahead and share my screen. And hopefully this live is okay. I don't know where it started at. Okay, so this first thing you'll see, danalegalhelp.com. This is my probate and estate planning law firm in Arizona and California. So if you have questions about a probate, or there's a property and someone's passed away in Arizona or California, you can give my office a call, email, or a text, and we can help you out. And then this is mottlegal.com. So this is a resource for attorneys. So Mott Legal, this is where I'm going to be sharing our estate planning software for attorneys. And then I have some tools here for you as well. So the first thing I want everyone to do, if you go to the bottom of this page, there's a link to YouTube, the Mott Legal YouTube. So make sure you like the page and subscribe. So we're live there now. Okay, so the tools I have for you up here in documents, I put a few things. Death of a loved one checklist. This is a practical tool. When someone's passed away, you can give them this tool to show them some practical things that can be done. And this is going to be helpful for the real estate investors. So let me, let's go through this. Okay, so what do you do if you're the trustee or fiduciary? So this is the first step in administering an estate. I want you to define the players. So we have the decedent, which is the dead person, fiduciary, the person that manages or who has the authority, then the beneficiary, or sometimes there's multiple beneficiaries who's going to receive this stuff. What is an estate? An estate, is it a big house? Maybe. Sometimes people use estate that way. But an estate refers to everything a person owns, whether alive or dead. So this person's passed away. Everything that he owns is still part of his estate. Fiduciary is a person to whom property or power is entrusted for the benefit of another. We use this green visor to show the fiduciary. So what is the last will and testament? It's a document made by a person called the testator or the testatrix, where they designate the beneficiaries of their estate, guardians of minor children, if applicable, and the personal representative to manage their representative and the guardian. So a last will and testament says where your stuff goes, but it doesn't actually transfer it there. So what is probate? So here's an example to show you what probate is. So this couple here, they owned a house together. She had a bank account just in her name and a life insurance policy, naming him as the beneficiary. She passed away. The life insurance transfers according to the beneficiary designation. The house goes to the surviving spouse because it was held as a joint tenants with right of survivorship, but this bank account is just in her name. So what do we do next? If she has a will, we look at her will to see who's named to be in charge, who the beneficiaries are, but we need to do a probate to activate that will. So probate is a legal process to change title of an asset out of the name of the deceased. So after we file everything with the court, we'll get the personal representative appointed, and then you have a bunch of other steps that take more time, and then eventually you can collect the assets from the probate. Okay, so what do you do if you're the fiduciary? After you've defined the players, the next thing to do is figure out what are the assets, and then what controls the assets. So for accounts like IRAs and retirement accounts and life insurance, they usually have a beneficiary listed on the contract. If there's a beneficiary listed, then that's controlling. Now the house, if that's titled in the name of the deceased person, then that's in their estate. Or there could be a trust or business entities that own assets. So for the bank account, you have to figure out if there's a beneficiary listed or see who the owner is. All right, so if it's owned by a trust, then it's controlled by the terms of the trust. Okay, so you figured out who the players are, and now you want to figure out what controls the assets. So at will, you look to see which family members are going to be the beneficiaries and who has priority to serve as beneficiary. What they need to do, and then share an accounting with all the benefits. Make sure you go to the YouTube page and like us there, subscribe. If there's any other topics that you'd like to hear about in the future, let us know. You can leave them in the comments. Thanks everyone. Have a great day. I think I'm ending the stream.